Hello everyone, Niamh here, and today I am going to do a flip through of my 2023 Nihongo no Nikki, or Japanese language diary. And I completed this in a Hobonichi weeks. Yeah, so I'm not going to say too much about this because I mostly just want this to be a video walkthrough of the book. So, let's like before as I go through, I think I'm just going to talk as I go through this a little bit, and some parts I may have just music playing and some parts I may be talking. So I didn't plan this at all really, or how I was going to do this, so we're just going to wing it. All right, so as you could see, I had to really keep this closed tight with this elastic band because this is a chunker. This is a very, very chunky book here because I did painting and stuff in there, and I mean this whole section here, you can see it in here, it sticks out. So there's I have tried to push this in a little bit, but it doesn't I don't want to break it. So it is what it is. I chunked it up and here we go. So each month I did a theme. So I didn't do anything for these pages here. This page I was going to record the types of studying I was doing for Japanese, like the different books I might be using. And as you could see, I only recorded like 4 days of the year and never came back to this. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to use this again for 2024. But yeah, so this page was a little useless for me for this particular book, and we'll see if I use it later on. So each of the months was themed from an anime. So we'll start off with January, as that is the month, or I mean, we'll start off with December, as that is the month that starts in the Hobonichi weeks. So December was an Inuyasha theme. So what I did for the first few months, I did sort of a kanji of the day, but I was using kanji that I was actually coming across or seeing or using in the actual journal part of the book. And that's what I did for the first 3 months. And again, with January, we have Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I really liked the way this one turned out. And then here is where things started to change. And in fact, I think it started right here. So right here was when I started to, instead of doing random kanji that I was coming across, I decided to go in order based on the Kanji from Zero books by George Trombley. Because I was using I was going through the Japanese from Zero books, and so the kanji from Zero. And I decided to start just doing the kanji of the day being the kanji that each kanji from that book. So, of course, in February was Agretsuko themed. This was a fun page. Then March was One Piece. Really liked the way how this one turned out. Pretty cool. And then we had Totoro, Cowboy Bebop. And all of these stickers here, except for this one, these stickers and this one I made myself, and this one was in a sticker pack. So there we go. Then June was Sailor Moon. Really like this one. I made these stickers here. These ones came in a sticker pack, but these ones I made. Then we have July, which was, of course, Spirited Away. This was a fun page here. August was Spy Family, and I kind of went with Spy Family for August, I think, because my daughter's birthday, my youngest daughter, her birthday is in August, and she really loves the show Spy Family. We watch it together, so yeah. Then on September was Howl's Moving Castle. Then this is my birth month, October, and I chose to go with my favorite movie of all time, which is Princess Mononoke. So that was the decoration for this page. or this month. For November was Cardcaptor Sakura. Very fun. Let's see. And finally, for December was Kiki's Delivery Service. And this page actually got a little messed up because the next page after that was the next month was January 2024, and I didn't want to decorate that one. And there was a big gap between this page and that next page. So I decided to, once I was done with this page, I glued together this page and this page. Close that off, but it caused this to get really wrinkly, so I'm a bit bummed by that. So it's not as perfect as I would like. I'm about to take some pictures of this one for my Instagram, so hopefully I can get some angles where we don't see so much of the wrinkles. But you know, that sort of thing happens. It's okay. It really got wrinkled right there. I see a little bit of a rip, but that's okay. All right, so now we're going to go into the daily pages. So it's going to be the same themes for each month. Of course, Inuyasha starting it off, and then ending with the very last one, which was Kiki's Delivery Service. I'll say right off, most of this I'm going to have music playing in the background or something, and I'll just flip through. But I wanted to say that I started off doing all of the furigana on top of the entries and on top of the kanji, which was nice because I can come back and reread it. You know, I'm still my reading skills are still very rudimentary, even after a full year of learning Japanese. Yeah, I think I've gotten a lot better, but my reading skills are still very rudimentary. So it was nice to have the furigana here at the beginning, because then I could go back and reread this and have a easier time reading. This was a little fun thing I did here. But I ended up stopping doing that not far in. I want to say after, you know, I did this a little bit into this month. Okay, so I think it was like March when I stopped doing the furigana, mostly out of convenience, because it was a bit of a chore too, especially when I started to write a little bit bigger and I was doing more decorating in here, and yeah, so, but that was a fun month. This page, look how ripped this is getting. So each month I also did a painting. So this was a painting I did, and this is a painting, and this was really nice looking, but over time this actually ripped apart. I am probably going to take some tape and tape that back in there. So I'll have to go over my painting. And it did get a bit like rough over time, the painting, because it used to be much more vibrant than this, and you know, it being in a book and rubbing up against and things like that, so over time it did sort of fade. But yeah, I'm going to tape that in, I think, so that it's not so ripped anymore. And I was also using some hiragana stamps for the furigana, but the stamps were just entirely too large. So I kind of stopped doing that pretty quickly after. I really liked this page a lot for Rebecca. The one before that was Lucy, and then this is Rebecca. Oh, and you see how flimsy this is. I'm really gonna have to tape some things in. Like this whole the cyberpunk month was very I don't know, ripped up over time. This was much better, and I think that's because I taped this one down. But yeah, and I liked this page too. This is pretty cool. And it was also very nice and neat over here. And I love how this page turned out. Very cool. All right, and now we're on the next month, Agretzko. This is a painting I did for it, of course. A lot of these stickers I made myself. I have a lot of Agretzko stickers, but they're all basically the same things over and over again. So I created my own stickers for this one. And I thought this was a fun thing that I did. The background here was pretty cool. And I made this sticker and these stickers here. And this, I think this page is very sweet. It's it's Retsuko and Haida, and I really like how that page turned out. All right, One Piece. Okay. I really love this page. I think the map just turned out pretty cool. And as you could see, I did actually have to tape this in again. So it's taped right here in the center with some clear tape. So I'm going to have to do something like that with some of my other ones as well. Here we have Totoro. This was a cute little fun painting. Love that cat bus. I made this sticker too, printed it off. And oh, and I made these little stickers too, the small stickers for the Totoro. Let me go back here. So a lot of these small ones I made myself. Well, I mean, I printed them off and made them into stickers. I didn't actually create, like draw these ones. These I found, and of course this is a picture from the show. From the movie. So I just wanted to clarify that when I say I made them myself, it's more that I printed them onto sticker paper and made them into stickers. Used my Cricut cutting machine to cut them out. Just felt like I need to clarify that. Well, this was a sweet page with the dad and his relationship with his kids. Thought that was sweet. I really like the painting that I did for this one. I feel like my decorating is starting to get more refined here in the next set of months. Because I think this was May. This was a fun page with Faye. I really, really like this page. I thought this page turned out really cool. This is some PET tape. Yeah, and right here I was sick, you can see. And see, that is some of the things, like I am able to read some of this now on my own. I'm not even going to try on camera right now. But I am able to like see what this is about just by looking at it. But I would have difficulties really reading a lot of this. So, yeah, and maybe that'll be an endeavor later on to see if I can go back and actually read my journal and see if I can understand the things that I did, things that I wrote. One thing that I was starting to do here, if you notice, I was doing a lot more of these where I was having sections that were just one word or one concept in full, like in big letters, basically, instead of a sentence. And that really helped for some of these days where I didn't have a whole lot to say, but I just wanted to say something, you know, like I think this says study group. So, yeah. All right. Sailor Moon. Here I did the names of the characters here on this page. The first page was Usagi and Mamoru, and of course, and then I did Sailor Venus and Sailor Jupiter for the next week, and their names here. And then of course I did Sailor Mercury and Sailor Mars and their names. Very fun. And on the last page, I did Sailor Chibi Moon, plus the cats. Spirited Away. This was such a fun painting, and I loved that this side is not part of the painting, but I used the Tombow brush markers to mimic the like the sunset background that I did over here, painting-wise, and I mimicked that with the Tombow brush markers on this side so that I could write over it. But I liked the idea of it like continuing on. I thought that was a very fun painting to do. I love this page. Like, this has to be one of my favorite pages that I did. This just turned out really, really cool. And then we have Spy Family. This was a fun little painting. Some of these sentences are quite short here. Yeah, they're very short sentences. And sometimes I had times like that where there just wasn't a whole lot I wanted to say in depth. There weren't entries like this. They were bigger like this, where it was just a short little sentence. Here we are with Howl's Moving Castle. This is a fun painting. I like this one. Ooh, and I really adore this painting, of course, because it's Princess Mononoke, and it's my favorite movie of all time. And yeah, I was a big fan of the way this one turned out. Very pretty. All the other pages I really like too. This was Lady Eboshi and the boar demon there, and yeah, it was just really cool. I like the way this one turned out. Yeah. This one's nice with Yaku and Ashitaka. And of course this one, the last one of that month. I really like that with the Great Forest Spirit. And so the last 2 months, I actually didn't... Oh, oops, I missed a page. This page too. There we go. So the last 2 months, I actually didn't do the painting for the first week. The first month is because I accidentally started drawing the artwork on week 2. And like, I could have gone back and erased all of it and started all over again, but I really didn't want to do that. So I just was like, okay, I guess week 2 will be my painting and week 1 will just be normal stickers and stuff. And this is a little bent. There we go. Normal stickers and stuff on week 1, and then week 2 I did the painting. And this was a fun one. And so the last month, I also did it on week 2, but that was mostly because I was just too busy this week to do a painting, so I had to put it off a week. And because I've already set that where I did something the week after, the next week, it was okay in my mind to go ahead and do that again this month. Yeah, so I just went ahead and did a normal week with just the stickers and the markers on week 1. And then week 2, I did my painting, of course, of Kiki here in her bakery. Yeah. Like, I like the way this painting came out, but I think I was a little overstressed this week. Like I said, I had to push off that painting for a week because things were just too busy for December. I had just come back from a cruise, and we hadn't done any Christmas stuff, and we're also getting all new siding and stuff on our house. And before I left on my cruise, I was I was painting all the shutters that are going to go up on our house. So there was just a lot of really, really busy times in here. And I think by the time I finally got around to doing the actual painting for December, the Kiki's Delivery Service painting, I would say that like I'm a little more critical of this one I think because my heart wasn't really in it this month, and I think it was just because I was so incredibly busy. There was a lot on my mind, and so I did the best I could, and I still like it. I think it came out really nicely. It's just it could have been better if I was in a better mindset, I think. All right, and then we've got the second to last week here with Kiki and Tombo. I like that. Very sweet. And finally, this is the last page. I actually like the way this one turned out quite a bit, actually. It was very difficult because look at this hump from all this over here. But yeah, we got a little bit of a hump there, but there we go. I really enjoyed this. And here it says New Year's Eve. Here it says Christmas. And yeah, so that was it. And I didn't fill out anything in here. I mean, I had an idea for this section for the notes, but I didn't use it at all, really. Later on, I used some of the notes to sort of plan out what I want for 2024. So that was basically it for that. So, of course, I have my Inuyasha thing here at the back. And that is it. That is my 2023 Nihongo no Nikki. Now for 2024, I'm doing something totally different, and that's going, I explain that on my Instagram. So I'll try to remember to put a link down to my Instagram to that reel specifically, where I'm describing what I'm going to be doing for my Nihongo no Nikki in 2024 and how it's different. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye!